Even though sports betting has only been around in Ohio for about 2 months, it's already taken over the subject of conversation about sports in the state. From the professional level to the local level, even here in Dayton, sports betting is absolutely everywhere. Advertisements for Ohioans like me and you are running rampant on websites. People are getting emails, all these things for sports betting. How is this happening? What can we do about it as Ohioans? We'll cover that quickly here. On January 1st, Ohio became the 36th state to legalize sports betting in the United States. This year, Ohio is projected to place $8 billion in bets. That is number 4 in the nation in the US, even though we just started on January 1st. How did this happen? When Governor Mike DeWine, way back in 2021, signed the bill enabling sports betting, it didn't start it out outright. What it said is we're going to give every company a fair shot to start sports betting at the same time, and that eventual start date was decided to be January 1st, 2023. Even before January 1st, when companies like DraftKings, FanDuel, these big name companies who have done this in other states got their licenses, they already know what they're doing. They have this down to a science. They were able to mail advertisements before January 1st to people, letting people know to sign up early, so everybody was ready to begin January 1st, which is why this has taken over so quickly. The big name group in this conversation is called the Ohio Casino Control Commission, or the OCCC. They are the group that oversees everything with these betting companies. If they do something wrong, if they step out of line, it is the OCCC's job to keep them in line and tell them that they need to be doing the correct things advertising-wise, that they need to be advertising to the correct people, and the OCCC is really, really strict compared to other states for their regulations. DraftKings allegedly mailed 2,500 advertisements to students and people under the age of 21, which is not allowed in the state of Ohio. Since you can't gamble when you're under 21 for sports, they weren't legally allowed to mail those advertisements. That means that they were given a citation and they were fined up to $350,000. We don't know the exact amount, but we do know that that amount was settled in court. There are 2 other companies, along with DraftKings, that have had problems with their advertising guidelines, the things that they say in their advertisements. Sports betting has stirred up a lot of controversy at the local level, especially here in Dayton.
You know, I just know there's a lot of pressure on our college athletes, and, you know, when money's involved and adults are getting involved betting, and, you know, it's just really, really difficult to let college students be college students, and that's what I think they should be. I don't think they should have the world on their shoulders. I think they should be able to just play.
One story that really comes to mind is when all of this was starting, on January 13th, University of Dayton men's basketball played a game against VCU. The game was ridiculously close. VCU won by 1 point, and a lot of Dayton fans had bet on Dayton to win that game. When VCU won by 1 point, a lot of those Dayton fans were angry, took to social media, and some of them harassed and even gave threats to Dayton players over those bets that they had made sports-wise. Head coach Anthony Grant stepped out and in the next media interview kind of gave his words to his players. In some of the more aggressive words that I've heard a coach say in a media interview, basically say that this program is about the kids, and if you're not here for these players, if you're not here to support them, if you're going to harass them and give threats to them, we don't need you. If you or someone you know has questions about gambling or has a problem with gambling, Ohio has put out a huge amount of resources over the past year to help people with their gambling problems, especially when it comes to sports betting. There's the Problem Gambling Helpline, there's beforeyoubet.org, there's a whole bunch of other resources online, on the phone, email, anything that you can use to get people help that need it with regards to betting and sports betting.